All right. So I'm here at my office that I was collecting samples around the treasure site earlier today, and I feel really bad that I had came across a cattle that was at the side of the road that had died while giving birth. But collecting these samples today, that this is absolutely amazing. That you're gonna be amazed at what I'm about to talk about. And I know there's skeptics out there and everything, but I've been working on this for quite a while. And now, right in front of me here, this is me in front of my desk at my computer, and the Mars rover that NASA has a way of looking through the camera on things on Mars, these 360-degree videos and cameras and everything, and it's free public access. And I've been going to it for a couple of years now, and I like this one link that had the rover on the top of a mountain site, because check this out. How I mentioned here in the United States, there's mines all throughout the Americas, right? And I'm sure all throughout the world. And if you know how to read these rocks, these effigy stones, that it'll tell about the mines that are in the area. That, for example, I put this batch right here for us. This one right here, that eagle effigy that I was talking about, that is on the tip of the mountain. And then this one right here is the face of the mountain, or the mouth of the man of the mountain. And this is where it's going to get really insane. This is really cool, because check this out. That this is Mars rover, and I posted this on my social media, that just like there's sphinxes here in the Americas, on Earth, in Egypt, that looks like a sphinx, right? And better yet, just the same way as I mentioned, the trails, the rocks, how they talk about the different mines throughout the world, that these rocks as well. Does this look familiar? Right? This rock right here, right? Does that look familiar? Right? And I know it's, or say this one right here, right? You see that face there? How it talks about the mines. And now this is where it's going to get really good, because the camera here, you can rotate it around, and I was looking all around, and this is why I like going back to this one, because I found all sorts of stuff. And if you know how to read things, another thing I noticed is, if you see my mouse here, this is a road, right, that was coming off of this one over here, right, because you'll come off the range over here, down the roads and everything, and there's other roads that lead up to that one, and this is free public access, right? But you follow this road down, right? See, this is a road on Mars. You see that trail? Now it's going to come up to another one, right? You'll see, it's going to be absolutely amazing. You're going to be amazed by this. There he is, right? Now you see this guy right here? Like the side of the face here. You see that? Now these rocks, as I mentioned, they talk about it, right? From the other one that was across the way, they talk about it. And that's just one example. Another thing I noticed, right? And this is going to be absolutely amazing, right? Because another thing I noticed is these rocks, right? They have these really cool looking rocks on the ground, right? And just like those rocks describe the different mines and everything. Now watch this. Does this look familiar? Does that look familiar? The numerous effigy stones that I have that talk about the mouth of the man of the mountain in a 100-mile radius of this area here. Rocks I'm finding all around the treasure site as well that are talking about different mines. Not only in the Americas, but I have stuff that has like spaceships on it. It has carvings of spaceships. Now, I know you're gonna call me a skeptic or don't call me crazy or anything because I've been working on this for quite a while. Now watch this. Do you see the tracks of the rover over there? Right on the ground right in front of us, like right there. Now, if you talk about AI intelligence, right, and where you would situate yourself for the most, beneficial, gathering of all information. Now watch this, right? I made a prior video of these legendary giants, and that was a whole big thing last year, that how big do you have to be holding something like this? And this right here is like a carving of one of the caves that they lived in. If you look at online, that in Nevada it was a cave that looks just like this. But these giants that existed, now you see the footprint on the ground of the rover? If you look over just a little bit, what is this right there? What is that? And you can see a little up that it looked like it was bipedal because there's the kind of the matching one like right over here where it was standing, right? Standing and then going down into here. That I looked a little bit closer and it looked like I saw some footprints going forward as well. And again, this is on Mars. And these are rocks, these blue rocks, that they had something to them that absolutely amazing.